Hello, welcome to my channel. This story provides a good example of a conversation with vocabulary and themes suitable for IELTS Band 7. Remember to practice listening to dialogues like this and identifying the main ideas, details, and the speaker's attitudes and opinions. Good luck. The afternoon sun, mellow and golden, streamed through the kitchen window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Ilara, perched on a stool, meticulously arranged a collection of smooth, gray pebbles on the countertop. Her mother, Anya, stirred a pot on the stove, the fragrant steam of simmering herbs filling the room. "What are you doing, love?" Anya asked, glancing over her shoulder, a gentle smile gracing her lips. Ilara looked up, her brow furrowed in concentration. "Sorting my beach finds, Mum. I'm trying to amass the perfect set for my terrarium." Anya chuckled, turning back to her pot. "Terrarium? That's a new pursuit, isn't it? You were just accumulating stamps last month." Ilara shrugged, her fingers tracing the cool surface of a pebble. "Stamps are static. Pebbles have stories, Mum. The ocean's been gathering them, shaping them for centuries." Anya leaned against the counter, watching her daughter. "That's a rather romantic notion for a pile of rocks, even if they are quite aesthetically pleasing. But I understand the impulse to assemble things. Humans are natural hoarders, aren't we? In a way." "Not hoarding, Mum, curating," Ilara corrected with a playful roll of her eyes. "It's about choosing, selecting, finding the best. It's not just randomly stockpiling." Anya laughed softly. All right, curating, but tell me, what is it you're truly compiling with these pebbles? Just rocks in a glass jar?" Ilara paused, considering. "Not just rocks. Memories, I suppose. Each one reminds me of a different day at the beach. The day Leo built that ridiculous sandcastle, the time we saw the seals basking on the rocks. It's like garnering little pieces of time." Anya's smile softened. "That's a lovely way to think about it. I suppose we all gather things in different ways. I collect recipes," she gestured to the overflowing cookbook shelf, "each one connected to a meal, a family gathering, a moment." "And Dad collects jokes," Ilara giggled. "Terrible ones mostly." "Indeed," Anya agreed, her eyes twinkling. "But even those, in their own way, compile into a history of our family, don't they? A history of laughter, even if sometimes it's groans." Ilara nodded, thoughtfully arranging another pebble. "So it's not just what you collect, but why?" "Precisely," Anya said, turning off the stove. "It's the stories, the connections, the feelings we amass alongside the objects. It's about collecting a life, Ilara, not just things." Ilara looked at her mother, a new understanding dawning in her eyes. "Collecting a life? I like that, Mum." She glanced back at her pebbles, now seeing them not just as stones, but as tiny, tangible fragments of cherished moments. Vocabulary for Band 7. Amass. To collect a large number of things over a period of time. Pursuit, an activity that you spend time doing, usually for pleasure. Accumulating, to gradually increase in number or amount. Gathering, to bring things or people together into one place or group. Assemble, to come together as a group, to bring people or things together as a group. Hoarders, people who collect large amounts of something and keep it for themselves, often secretly. Curating, to select, organize, and look after the objects in a collection or exhibition. Stockpiling, to collect a large supply of something for future use. Compiling, to produce a book, list, report, etc., by bringing together different items, articles, songs, etc. Garnering, to collect something, usually information or support. Possible IELTS Listening Part 3-4 style questions based on this story. What are the different motivations people have for collecting things, according to the conversation? How does Ilara's understanding of collecting evolve throughout the conversation? In what ways can the act of collecting be seen as more than just accumulating objects? Discuss the different types of collections mentioned in the story and what they represent. To what extent do you think collecting is a natural human instinct?